Workout on. So we're going to build off of some of the things that we did yesterday. We're also going to have some slightly easier modifications for younger athletes out there, and we'll address those things. We always get started with movement prep. We got our coaches today. We got Coach Paul, Coach Mike, Coach Val. They came back for more. So let's get started with movement prep. First movement prep drill today is going to be a in-place lateral lunge. Spread your feet out super wide. Your arms are going to be out in front of you. And you're going to sit one hip into a chair, hold that for 3 seconds, and lightly shift side to side. Let's do a total of just 3 reps. Going to the left first. I squeeze this quadricep. It provides an adductor stretch through that leg. Core is tall and tight. And then shift. Again, hold each one for about 3 seconds. 3 on each side. Tall and tight. Okay, keep it up, keep it up. So you notice we're in a diamond formation today, making sure we keep our social distancing. We want to make sure we're working out but being safe and healthy. As you're at home, when you guys finish your last rep there, just feet together. As you're joining us at home, make sure you have a chair, a soccer ball, and ideally a mat. Don't have to have a mat, but it'll help in some of the drills. Perfect. All right. Next we go backwards lunge, reach and twist. Couple parts of this one. Take a giant step back with your right leg. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling and twist as far as you can to the left. All right, let's see that. You're gonna hold this for 3 seconds. Ideally, that knee is off the ground, and then push off. And next side, same thing. What's the point of this stretch? It stretches out primarily your hip flexors, get some flexibility happening through your torso and your core, as well as through your lats. Reach, 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 reach. We'll do 3 on each side. Hold each one for about 3 seconds. You want to squeeze your hip so that it opens up the hip flexor. When you squeeze the posterior muscle, it loosens up the front or the anterior muscle. Good. Again, stretching before you work out is not just about sitting and holding something. It's about activating your muscles, getting them to fire and engage. Good, last one. All right, now we did this yesterday, pillar march. Tall and tight, and I'm gonna drive my legs. Pop, 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 pop. Let's go for 20 seconds. Pop that, pop that, pop that, pop that. Core is tight, good job. Excellent. From there, leave the ground right into skips. Good, this remains rigid the whole time. Perfect, Coach Paul, go ahead and go and point with your ball. All right, get your ball. 20 seconds of taps. You can go ahead and take a point right there. Sometimes training is not about doing the most complicated thing. It's about doing something that's fairly straightforward, but with total precision and total excellence. Taps. Everybody knows taps. Let's go 20 seconds as fast as possible. 3, 2, 1, go! Good job, good job, good job. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bell, same thing, 20 seconds, as fast as you can. Set, there you go. Let's go, let's go. Good, as you're following along at home, again, keep your posture engaged. Stay nice and tight, keep that ball right where it needs to be. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good job. We're going to go back to taps, and we're going to make it random. I'm going to call out different directions, and you just go ahead and follow along. Taps in place. 3, 2, 1, go. And backwards. Left. Right. Left. Forward. In place, last 5 seconds, as fast as you can. 5, come on, faster. 4, go. 3, 2, 1, good, catch your breath. Bells, same thing. Let's start off in place and then make it multi-directional and random. You don't know what I'm gonna call out. 3, 2, 1, bells, go! Faster, 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 faster. Left. Right. Backwards. Pop, 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 pop. Faster, better contact. Forward. Right. Left. 5 seconds as fast as you can. 5, as fast as you can. Come on. 4, 3, 2, and time. Good job. All right, let's let everybody catch the breath for a second. Let's go back to where we're learning a new drill. Coach Paul's on point. He's going to teach us a new drill. Maybe even build off of something that we did yesterday.
So this one, just going to work across again. We're going to keep our foot on the ball. So think the same thing as the Brazilian toe taps. We're going to go in front of our foot, away from our foot, behind our heel, and back to the start. So it goes 1, 2. So it's forward and out. And look, after my second, I just jump. So it's in front and out, behind and out. In front and out, behind and out. Once we've done there, just go to the other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay?
Excellent job. So if you're just joining us at home, we started our warm-up. We went through a couple of drills in place. We did, again, sometimes it's not about doing the most complicated thing. It's about doing simple things with total precision and excellence. Next we have Coach Mel. She's gonna run us through a drill.
Hey guys, so just kind of building off yesterday. This one's gonna be a little bit simpler for the youngest ones, and for the oldest ones you can just do it, but a little bit quicker. So it's just inside, outside, both feet. Really trying to make sure that you're getting quick touches, quick feet across your body. All right, using the outside of your pinky toe to push it as if you were painting a line straight across your body. All right.
Great job, all right. And next up, Coach Mike.
Hello boys and girls. Today we're going to do step over, but we're going to focus on exaggerating our body movement to really throw in a fake and keeping the ball square so it doesn't go towards the defender. So if I use this cone as a defender, if I come in, imagine I'm going to kick the ball straight at Paul's face, fake him out, take a touch, reset. Same thing across, right across, take a touch now, and try and keep your head above in front of the cone so you know what the defender's doing. Once again, fake across, touch, reset. Cross, reset. So it's 2 touches just to reset the ball to enable you to restart.
Perfect. Let's run through each one of those drills, starting off with Coach Paul. Let's do it for 40 seconds, all right? Back to Coach Paul, a 40-second interval. 3, 2, 1, and go for it.
20 seconds on our right, everybody. Okay, I have to start again. Little mistake there by me. So we're just in front, out, behind, out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and small steps. And as we get a bit better, if we feel a bit stronger, we can maybe start taking the ball a little bit further, okay? Once I've done there, just go to my other side. Nice and slow to start off with. And out, 1, 2, back. Oh, hello. Okay, so in front, out, behind, out. In front, out, behind, out. And make it a challenge as well. If it's too easy, try and go a bit faster, a bit further. If we lose it and we mess up, that's absolutely okay. A bit quicker.
Excellent job. All right, Coach Mel, you're up.
All right guys, so again, just super simple. Inside, outside of both feet. Making sure that we point our toe down. We push the ball out. Automatically push in with the opposite foot. The second we take that touch across our body. And then trying to get a little faster with it. Inside, outside. If you mess up, obviously just restart it. Make sure you recenter yourself. Get back on that line.
Good job. All right, Coach Mike, you're up.
So again, I want to kick the ball at Paul's face, but I won't. So I'll come across, fake out, all my body weight is going to cross the ball, but I'm still protecting it because it's not in front of me. And I come back and take my touch square away from the oncoming defender. Again, bang, bang. And notice I'm going square the whole time, not going forwards. Have the touch to reset yourself, so you're really focusing on the exaggeration of the skill.
Great job. All right, for this next little drill, whatever the longest area you have is, go ahead and set up 2 markers, whether it's a cone or just something that you can recognize as starting and ending point. The coaches do not know what I'm going to throw at them right now, which is wonderful. It's nice and spontaneous, and I'm going to time them. All right, Coach Paul, you're up first. That's cone 1, that's cone 2. Go down and back 3 times. Let's go without the ball first. We'll do a round, then we'll go with the ball. It's super simple. Touch the cone, go back, I'm gonna time you. Simple cone drill, ready? Let's make it competitive though. 3. Make sure you touch the cone. 2, 1, go! 3 laps. 1. Let's go.
Cheetah.
2. And that's time, 10.35. All right, Mel, you're up. All right, you got this, ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Excellent. Plant and cut, plant and cut. Nice work. Push 2. 10.54. Mike's up. Coach Mike.
Go, Mike.
Come on. Here we go. Set. And go. Ooh, Mike means business. 1. Nice job. 2. 10.24. Nice job. Paul, now we're going to do it with the ball. Exact same thing. Stop in a dime at the cone, come back. Okay, with the ball now. 3 laps.
Just stop it at the cone?
Yep, just stop at the cone. Set, and go. Perfect. 1. 2. 13.44. Mel, you're up.
Yeah.
Always good to challenge yourself. Make things competitive. Make it a game, not just for your physical engagement, but for your mental engagement. That's one of the great things about sports, about working out, about challenging yourself, is you're always pushing, you're always striving. It keeps you engaged. 3, 2, 1, go! One. 2. 3. Excellent, we're done there. 15 flat. Great job, 15 flat. And Coach Mike, here we go. Set. Go.
Stop.
Good, nice work. Time, 13.9. Perfect, great job. If you're just joining us right now, we've gone through our warm-up. We did some in-place ball skills. We just randomly threw out a little challenge where they simply ran cone to cone as fast as possible and then did the same thing with the ball. We're gonna get into some strength work right now, so if you have your chair, go ahead and grab your chair. Yesterday we did a single leg squat. Okay, and we had some questions/comments about variations. So if you're doing it as prescribed, I mean, technically you can do it without a range of motion guide. Okay, you're tall and tight. This is your starting position. You're gonna make contact, come all the way up. That's what we did yesterday. Let's do a set of those. Now, if you need a variation, there's a couple things you can do. You can put your other foot down and use this for assistance. That's a really easy way to help yourself out. Because you can push off of it, but just not too much. Okay? So if you need help, use your other foot and come all the way up. Let's go get a set of 12 on the left, 12 on the right. Ready? I'll do it with you. Or you're on point. You got it. Go for it. 12 on the left, 12 on the right. Down for 2, up for 1. Set and go. Good. Now make sure the hips go back and then down. That's a huge coaching key. Make sure your hips first go back and then down, and we want to see a super tall spine line. Make sure that spine is tall and tight. So Mike, get that hip back further. Hips back. There you go. Yes, sir. And then all the way up. You want to make sure that knee is not coming over the ankle. So you got to get that hip back as much as possible. Good job. 12 and switch. Great job. Keep it up. Down for 2, up for 1. Tempo is important. The downward phase is referred to as the eccentric phase of the movement. Going up is the concentric phase. You want to control with a little bit slower pace and then always accelerate on the upward phase or the concentric phase of the movement. That's how your muscles respond. That's how you literally are designed to function, is you want to be able to pop on the up phase. Next, you did both sides, yeah? Perfect. Okay, variation. A split squat. This is it's one of my favorites, but it also should be in one of your favorites if you want to build lower body strength. So with your back foot elevated, and yes, there's progressions and degressions of this. We're going to have our hands positioned like we're holding a ball. We're going to go down for 2, up for 1. All my weight should be distributed onto the front leg. 1, 2, up, and pop. 1, 2, up, and pop. Okay? Core is tall and tight. I'll go ahead and who wants to rest? Somebody gets to rest. You want to rest? Okay. No, I'll be on point. Yeah, you get a rest. We're going to do 2-minute burpees later, so that'll be much needed. 12 on the left, 12 on the right. Ready? Here we go. Start with your left leg forward. Down for 2, up for 1. Set and go. Up. 1. Up. 2. Up. 3. Up. 4. Up. 5. Drive on that leg. Up. 6. Up. 7. Up. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Good. Switch legs. Now, granted, eventually you can add resistance, no question about it. You can hold a weight. For right now, if you place a lot of emphasis on a pop on the way up, you're going to make it more difficult because force equals mass times acceleration. So if you're pushing as hard as possible on that upward phase, you're actually helping with speed and power development quite significantly. Next leg. Down for 2, up for 1. Up. 1. Good. Make sure that heel is flat though. Heel flat. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Let's talk about breathing. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. Inhale. Was that 2 more? Yeah. That's actually a really important coaching key. When you talk about breathing, you want to exhale upon exertion. So if it's a pressing movement, you inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. Inhale. Again, that's basically how your body is designed and functioned to operate most efficiently. Exhale upon exertion. Cool. Water break. Catch your breath for like 20 seconds. Got 2-minute burpees coming up. Get ready. 20-second water break. So if you guys are just joining us, we started off with a movement movement prep, warm up. We always start off with movement prep. Gets the body ready to perform. Next, we went into some in-place ball skills. And one of the things we talked about today is it's not always about doing the most complex thing. It's great to do new skills, to do things that are challenging and complex. There's totally a time and a place for that. There's also a time and a place to learn standard foundational things and just do them with total precision and excellence. Whether it's soccer, whether it's basketball or any sport, you ask the very best. They do simple things extremely well and never overlook the importance of that, okay? Simple things should be done with excellence, even at the highest level. Okay, so 2-minute burpees. We are not, if you're at home, you do not have a VersaClimber like we do here to test people. So 2-minute burpees is a way that we can set a baseline for metabolic conditioning. If you need a slightly easier way to do them, let's go over that. So your burpee is a full body movement, right? We start first tall and tight, arms overhead. We have to get, and everybody has, the way I define a burpee is a little bit more closely aligned with like a CrossFit type full range of motion movement. In other words, the body has to be flat on the ground. You know, this I would not categorically call this a burpee. That's not a burpee. A burpee is everything is flat, everything is up. Everything is flat, everything is up. So if you need assistance with that, here's how you break it down. So for younger kids or anybody that needs just a little bit of, if you're coming off an injury, here's what you want to do to basically take out the dynamic element of it. Slowly get to where you're in your starting position and step. And step, okay? As opposed to popping into it. Let's actually have, do you want to do the, we'll have one coach volunteer to show that so that you can follow along if you need to with a slightly less explosive, less dynamic version. Okay, let me check everybody's form out, make sure you're good, and then we'll rock and roll, okay? So again, if you're going at full speed, this is for 2 minutes and it's gonna be very difficult, I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? So from here, everything flat, everything up. Okay, everything flat, everything up. Let me see a rep, Mike. Flat, perfect, tall, flat, up, perfect. And you guys can come in a little bit, just so they can see it. All right. I'm debating whether I should do all 2 minutes or just go with you guys for like 30 seconds.
We got it.
We got it?
We got it.
2 minutes.
We got it.
I would say a good goal is definitely in the 20s. Okay? So prepare for it to be difficult. 3. You guys got it. 2. 1 and go. 2 minutes. You got this. Come on, guys. You can do it. Excellent. Now make sure you're getting totally flat, though. Yeah, make sure you get totally flat. Yes, exactly. I like how you're breaking it down. Good form, Mel. Good job. Nice, Mike. Looks good. Looks good. Keep it up, Paul. Good job, guys. Push yourself. Push yourself. Home stretch for the workout. Let's push hard. Good, Mel. 30 seconds in. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Excellent, Mike. You got this. Good. If you're there at home, stick with it. Stay focused. We're going for 2 minutes. We're going for 2 minutes. Stay focused. You can do it. Focus on quality form. You don't want to be flopping up and down. 1 minute. 1 minute. Push through. Push through. Whatever you got, get close to doubling it. Whatever you have right now, get close to trying to double that number. Get a number in your head, shoot for it. Get a number in your head, shoot for it. Let's go, finish strong, finish strong. 40 seconds left, guys, you got it, 40 seconds. Last 30 seconds, everybody at home, work strong for the last 30 seconds. You got it, finish strong for 30 seconds. Good job, Mike. Keep it up now. Looking good. Home stretch, Paul. Push on through, guys. Push on through. Let's go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Great job, Paul. What'd you get?
33.
Yes, sir. Good job, Paul. All right, nice. Mike, what'd you get?
29.
What'd you get?
29.
29. Good job. What'd you get?
21.
21, good stuff. You guys, as you can see, that is not easy. That is a difficult challenge. It's also a baseline, so it's something that we can come back to and gauge, hey, have I gotten more fit? Has my conditioning gotten better? Okay? Some of the things that we did for baseline, we did 2-minute push-ups from yesterday, where we called it a proper push-up, or sometimes referred to as a hamstring push-up. It's chest, hands up, press, chest, hands up, press, and you see how many you can do, okay, in a 1-minute time span. We also did the single leg squat, where we had our hip go all the way to a chair and come up. So if you missed these from yesterday, just go ahead and jump in, do them today. If you don't get to it today, do it tomorrow. And then finally, we did 2-minute burpees, which test your metabolic conditioning, which for soccer and for most athletes is vitally important. Are you going to be as fit and as conditioned the 90th minute as you are from the get-go? Incredibly important. One thing we didn't emphasize yesterday is a proper cool down. Let's finish with stretching out. Let's go butterfly stretch. So if you're at home, just go ahead and have the bottom of the feet facing each other. You're gonna fall forward as much as you can. I know a lot of people don't stretch as much as they should or as much as they need to. It's actually really important. It does help. It helps prevent injury. It does help with performance. You have to think of your muscles as almost like a rubber band, and the further back you can pull a rubber band, the more elasticity it's going to be able to have. So if you're very, very tight, you're potentially diminishing the amount of like elastic power that you're going to be able to have. So getting stretched out, especially for a soccer player, through your adductors, your hip flexors, your hips, it's super important. Okay, falling forward as much as you can. From there, keep your right leg where it is, left leg forward. Lead with your chest. If I squeeze my quadricep, it has the effect of loosening up my hamstring. Okay? So try to squeeze this muscle on top, your quadricep. Fall forward. Great job. If you're following along at home, there were definitely some moments that were a little bit more difficult. Okay? If those split squats were challenging for you, keep practicing them. That is a standard foundational movement to help build lower body strength. It's one of the big ones. It should always be present in your programming. Lean forward as much as possible. Left leg where it is, right leg behind you. So the coaching key here is keep this hip flat. Some people will do it and this hip pops up. That's not the greatest thing for your knee. Keep this hip flat. If you are unable to get this leg all the way behind you, do what's called a 90-90. 90 degrees here, 90 degrees here. From there, you gently fall forward. Okay. Once it loosens up, then you can have the back leg straighten out to where you're getting a hip flexor stretch here in addition to a glute stretch on the front leg. And then we finish with switching legs. We're all good. 90-degree position here. Start off at 90, fall forward. And then if it's loose enough, you can go ahead and straighten out the back leg. Stretching out the glutes and the piriformis is widely overlooked by many athletes. And it shouldn't be, because your glutes are it's really the powerhouse of your lower body development. You gotta make sure that this is strong, stretched out, healthy, if you wanna be able to prevent injury and have as much strength and power as possible. Perfect. All right. Great job. Join us again tomorrow at 11:30. We're gonna start to do some things that highlight a little bit more for younger athletes as well. If you're joining us at home and you're, say like a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old. But thank you for joining us. Keep working hard with us. We're gonna keep working hard for you. See you guys.